Hello folks, I am back with a firearms product review, and it's going to be on the Vortex VMX-3T 3 times magnifier. Uh, this product is really good for ARs or let's say AKs, and most people who have ARs, sometimes they will have just a red dot, and a lot of times they would want to see at further distance, they want to magnify, but they don't have a scope and they sometimes don't want to have a scope. So this is a good product to have if you want a little bit of magnification on your red dot. And let me read you some specs real quick. Uh, it is a, like I said, it is a magnifier by Vortex. The size with height and width is going to be 1.7 inches by 4.3 inches. Magnifier weight is going to be 7.6 ounces. The mounted weight is going to be 11.9 ounces. The full view at 100 yards, it's going to be 38.2 feet. Now that says field view. Let me correct myself. That's field view at 100 yards is going to be 38.2 feet. The eye relief is going to be 2.2 inches. And one thing I like about this is I used to have a scope on here. I had my Strike Eagle, but my Strike Eagle was a little bit too long, and it was from this distance all the way over. So excuse me for a moment. I'm working in a cramped spot right now, and I'm trying to give you a better picture of it. Uh, this is unloaded, so I'm going to drop the magazine. I just put that up there so it will look good for you guys and gals. And this is attached to my Daniel Defense DDM4V7P, and it's a pistol configuration. It's 10.3 inches in barrel length. Right here, these are my two favorite optic companies. My two favorite optic companies are Sig Sauer and also it is Vortex. And what I like about both of them, I like this optic, this red dot optic, because you can lay this down because it has that Motac thing in there where you lay down your firearm, it will shut off, and when you pick it up, the red dot will come back on again. So that's one thing I like about the Motac op thing that's on here. Vortex, as you know, they're very good uh, red dot company, especially with the Vortex Venom and the Viper. And I know you heard all about those. Let me flip the firearm to this side, and that's where you'll see the model number up here, VMX-3T. And this is the other side of the Sig Sauer red dot. Now this magnifier, this is not new. This has been out on the market for a while, and I was looking for a magnifier, but some of these magnifiers have been on the market are really up there in price. So I happened to be trolling around on Amazon, and I found this at a very good price. And we're talking roughly about I believe I paid 120 or what, somewhere around somewhere around there. I think it's 120 or 160, something like that, because I've been buying a lot of stuff from Amazon lately, so I got my prices mixed up. But in any event, this was a reasonably priced magnifier, because, like I said, there's a new one that they have out that's it's like anywhere between $400 and $500, and I just figured I just wanted a magnifier, and this will be just good on this particular firearm, and it what you would say is kind of budget friendly. Uh, it's like I said, it's been out for a little while, and let me see if I can get on a better angle for you so I can let you see exactly some of the features on this. As you see here, this is your aperture where you can increase the magnification, or you can decrease it. One of the big things that people are, when they have these on here, it does come with a spacer, but a lot of times people are wondering if they're able to see the dot, or whether the magnifier is going to be lined up with your dot when you're looking through it. Well, what solves that problem is these screws here. They're kind of similar to windage and elevation. What it does is it moves the magnifier lens so it can be lined up with the dot. So let's say if the dot wasn't, let's say if the dot was, if you're looking through the magnifier and the dot's a little bit too high, you would use your height and elevation, and it will move the lens where it can center it. Same thing with windage going left and right. So what it does is it moves the magnification, and the dot would be centered where in the glass. So you don't have to have that problem. This does not, when I say it's moving moving the glass, it's not actually changing anything with your dot up front. Your dot is going to stay stationary with the red dot, unless you change it and make any changes here. This is just to get the lens to be set up evenly for you when you're using using this with that red dot. So just remember, it's not an adjustment for whether you want to for target or anything like that. That's not going to help you. You're going to have to depend on this. This is just to even things out for you. Now, you're probably saying, what if I don't want to use the magnifier and just want to use the dot by itself? All you have to do is you push this in and you just pull down. And then you're able to look down and see your red dot regularly. Or if, let's say, the red dot goes down, what are you going to do? What you can do is you can flip up your backup sights right here in the back. These are the Magpul MBUS Pros, and you can move your backup irons right away. So you don't have to worry if the red dot goes down, is this going to be in your way? So that's all you would have to do. One thing that's unique about this is, since I'm right-handed, I like to, when I'm shooting, I don't want to break my grip off of the firearm. So everything I'm going to do, magazine changes or anything like that, that's going to be done with my left hand. So that's why I cant it this way. I can use it this way. Now for you lefties, you don't have nothing to worry about at all. All you have to do when it comes in the package itself, you have an option to change the positioning. So like I'm doing, turning this to the left, you lefties can be able to turn this to actually the right. So what it is, if I could show this really good, these screws right here, that's a mount right here. It enables you to change the positioning where this housing here can be reversed, and all you have to do is put the magnifier on, and then it will go toward the right, like I am doing on the left side. So it is ambi for those type of people who would like this. And I think it's a pretty good product, even though it's not the newest one on the market. It's gotten great reviews. I've shot with this, and the magnification is really good. I'm going to just do some fine-tune shooting. I just decided to do a quick video on this, but I wanted something that I could shoot, well, like when I'm in the indoor range. So I want to be able to use this roughly about 15, 20, 25 yards. That's what I wanted to do with this. Now I do have a Strike Eagle, which is the actual scope that illuminates. That's going to be for my long range, anything from 70 yards and so forth. But right now, I really like this this setup. I know it kind of looks like I'm trying to be let's say tactical or whatever. But this is a really good aid if you want to use this at the range and you can't see. I mean, the dots are good, but for magnification or clarity for wanting to see, uh, this would be a good option, especially you're trying to hit that distance. And only thing sometimes if you have a red dot, you're depending on if you have a 3 MOA or 6 MOA, it might take up the whole target. So if you want to get something that's fine tuned, this would aid you in that. So this would be able to help you get those pinpoint shots that you want to. So that's all I got on this. One other thing is, we all know about Vortex. Vortex has that great lifetime warranty. It's very good, and they don't care if it doesn't have to be user negligence. What I like is they will definitely cover you even if you smash it and it's your fault. They will definitely cover you. So that's all I have for this right now. So I'll keep you posted when I'm doing some other shooting. I'm going to try to get some filming done. It's been a little difficult because I haven't had a little bit of help, but I'll be working on that. So with that said, happy shooting, stay safe, #2A.